Hey, it's Ryan Hart. Hey, Ryan. Where's the action start? Hey, look, it's the Third Strike remake. I recognize those slightly different menus. I mean, UI. This is online edition. I think that first character in Chinese is Wong. I don't know about the rest in Chinese. I don't know how they'd be pronounced. But that's quite a popular character in Chinese for like names and stuff. Pretty sure Wong is a fairly common name in China. Chinese names are weird as well. The biggest reason you can't remake Third Strike is the fan base. There was a point where it maybe could have been fixed, but now it's been out for so many years. This is D44 BAS. It is Wong. Cool. Don't know how to read that without the accent marks. Wang Zhe Sheng Ge. I recognize that middle one. I don't know how to pronounce it in Chinese, like Z. It's like child. Kid. I just opened up a Stunfest one, yeah. This is a 3v3 team event. Ryan Hart just fought Bass. This is RF. Bass is I've seen him play Third Strike before. He's good, but not like... Just use the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't even remember how those work. I think 1 is up, 2 is... oh god, I don't remember. 1 is up, 3 is down, 2 is dip, and 4 is flat. Or I think 4 is... Yeah, I think that's it. I don't remember. It's been too long. RF is quite a good Third Strike player. Reinhardt's doing hella work, considering this is like Team Japan. 1 is straight, 2 is up, 3 is dip, 4 is down. Shit, I completely misremembered. I didn't get a single one right. That was an odd punish. So the forward dash. Very, very difficult parry there. He could have blocked maybe 2, maybe 3 hits. Oh shit, is that Momochi? RIP team, team fucking Europe, whatever. They're speaking like French, I think. It sounds more like French than anything else. I just looked at the description. It says it's held in Rennes, I don't know, France. It's in France. Japan usually doesn't play online edition. If that's what you mean by 3S HDO. Just OE. It's another fighting game that uses those two letters as an abbreviation. Momochi's playing Yun. Momochi has a good Yun and a good Makoto. I like his Makoto more than his Yun, so I'm kind of surprised he's not playing that. That was incredible. Honestly, when I was in Chinese in like high school, and I haven't taken Chinese since then. I took it a little bit in college, for like one class, and then I think I dropped out for scheduling reasons. So I like barely took it. We didn't even like, we were taught about the accents, but we were never actually like taught them. And we could just pronounce words as long as we got the pronunciation like approximate. The teacher just didn't care. Zhang Jijan. No, John. I don't know. John. I don't know how to fucking pronounce anything. Zhang. Z. Jian. I don't know how to pronounce anything in Chinese. Chinese pronunciation matters so much, too. That's the thing that's so frustrating about it. I know a lot of meaning when I see Chinese written down. That's not too hard. But, like, speaking it is just awful. It's so hard. Chinese is just, in general, a pretty hard language. A lot of problems with Chinese. I shouldn't say a lot of problems, but like it's not very computer friendly either. Very difficult language to learn to write. Very difficult language to learn to speak. Fucking doesn't function with modern technology. It's the most spoken language, I think, right? Shan Yun? Classically, Yun wins handily, but with the current meta, it goes like even. Well, Yun still usually wins, but theoretically, Kuroda made a tier list where like he thought that Yun lost, and he's probably right, but the level that he's right at is probably not usually played even among the best players. You know what I mean? I feel like he's probably right if the game was played at a higher skill. I trust Kuroda to be right. I think it's Yun. If you were to ask me, I think Yun wins. I think it's like a 6-4. Classically, it's a 7-3, but that just doesn't feel right. I don't know if I think that Makoto beats the top tiers better than Ken. Ken's very solid against both Yun and Chun-Li. I just think Makoto overall is a better character. I think Makoto rewards parrying more than most characters, and how many parries you can get is based on like your skill as a player. And I think if you're really good at parries, then Makoto probably eventually supersedes Ken in terms of overall matchups. Makoto and Ken feel about the same versus the top tiers, maybe kind of slightly better. I think Ken is probably slightly better. I think Makoto is a better character overall, though. That's a good question. I'd love to do more forward strike stuff. I'd love to show off changes and stuff. I don't know anyone. I know there's like a room for it in Fightcade, but I've never played it there. I have played quite a lot of forward strike though. I'm very capable of using all of Oro's forward strike exclusive stuff. Most of it's not super useful, but some of it's borderline broken. Such as the lack of recovery on stomps. His air fireball is alright. It's mostly kind of gimmicky. It's not useless. His air super is very situational, but theoretically kind of fine. His air super too. His stomp, lack of recovery is completely OP. I don't remember a lot of his other changes. His forward throw is really nice. His start combo that you can cancel is pretty nice. It's a nice follow-up now to his cross-up medium kick. After our ambiguous cross-up medium kick, he usually had no follow-ups. But now you can do, in forward strike, you can do short forward command grab after like pretty much any cross-up, which is honestly pretty useful. Especially because after a command grab, you can set up another ambiguous jump. .3SOE and 3S Arcade theoretically have no differences. There are some differences. There's random bug fixes. In 3S Arcade, if you kill like Makoto with Ken with a neutral throw, the game crashes and stuff like that. They fixed that. They deliberately didn't fix the OTGs. They fixed Remy's bug on Urien that would just completely freeze him. I don't think there's input delay. Or at least I've never noticed anything. It feels the same. And I play on both a lot.
Qui maintenant va affronter la team 60 Women avec Billiken, Mimosa et Niaban.
The mechanics are untouched. Cross-up unblockable still work. The wonky ass OTGs still work. All the link timing is the same. Mechanically the game is identical. Circle system's identical. It's quite a faithful port. There's only minor bug fixes. The Remy glitch is if you're Remy and Urien does a meaty mirror on you and you like low parry or stand parry the mirror and then you throw Urien, Remy gets interrupted by his throw, out of his throw, because the throw doesn't have, like it doesn't make the, doesn't make Remy's hurtbox completely go away. And then because of that, like Urien is locked like he's being thrown and Remy is free to take actions. And as soon as Remy hits Urien, he goes back to normal. So what Remy players, I've seen people actually do this. Remy players like try to intentionally get that situation where they freeze Urien, and then they get like full screen and whiff crouch strongs until they have full meter, and they let the time run down a little bit, and then that right before like the time runs out, they'll do like jump fierce, low strong, super to get Urien to lower health than Remy. They just removed that glitch though. All 5 known OTGs are still present. It has been fun to toast. Theoretically, there's no Evo rule against that glitch, but Third Strike hasn't been at Evo in a long time. Generally, if like there's no rule against something in Evo, it's allowed. Like, even if it's something completely broken and game ruining. Because you have to start splitting hairs at some point. Glitches in fighting games are not inherently bad. It all depends on fucking... It's all a kind of like finding out stuff about the game. That almost killed. Let me click this link. Let me pause it. I've seen someone activate a glitch in CVS2 that turned the characters invisible. I have no idea how to do it. I don't even know that much about CVS2. Never been on a console I had. I mean, it was on PS2, but like, fuck playing a fighting game on PS2. I could have played it on, no, it wasn't on GGPO. It's too modern, right? Pretty sure. Oh, brutal. I kind of wish there were more Evo games. I kind of wish that they would, like, they wouldn't even need to stream it. But I wish that, like Super Turbo and Third Strike were at Evo. And then they could just stream top 4 or something at the beginning of the final day. Evo's coming up pretty soon. Everyone get hype. No, it's not even play quality. It's the fact that I fucking can't play it on anything. There's no fucking stick for PS2 that I have. I'd have to fucking buy one. Buy like a... And PS2 pads, like, I don't like them. There isn't even a side tournament for Third Strike most of the time. I think famously in Evo 2011 or 2012, I forget, there was a guy literally going around with a machine, like a some console 360 with Third Strike, like looking for anyone in the crowd who would play him in Third Strike. My super secret pad is a variation of a PS2 pad, but I don't like PS2 pads for fighting games. PS4 pad is excellent. As a pad warrior, I think that it's one of the better pads out there. It has a good build. It has a good quality. Quarter circles on it are fine. The buttons, I don't know about the triggers. I've heard the triggers are not terribly resilient. I've never used one for an extended period of time. But everything I can do on pad, I could do on a PS4 pad. Pretty much the same exact opinion for Xbox One. They've got good pads. My only problem with them is they're expensive, and I tend to break the pads I use. It's not like I'm even rough with them. My hands just produce a lot of grease. I can just use a PS2 pad. It doesn't have as good rolling as like the PS3 one does, even though the D-pad is like really similar. It's like not the same. And the buttons are kind of stiffer and weirder. I've used a PS2 pad in a tournament before. the pad I brought didn't work on consoles, so I ended up like using some guy's like random ass fucking PS2 to PS to Xbox 360 converter and his PS2 controller, and it was broken. And the way it was broken was that it was always holding up and to the right, no matter what. As far as I'm concerned, the pad that I execute on is the best pad you can have. It's the best pad I've ever used. A Urian. I've never heard of most of these players. It looks just like a PS1 pad. The only difference is it has a tiny version of the disc pad used by fight pads, Mad Catz fight pads, instead of the PS1 directional buttons, but otherwise it's identical to a PS1 controller. Well, he grabbed him out of the very late frames of the overhead. I think it's, despite its animation, grounded the entire animation. No, it's definitely airborne a little bit. Because if you parry it then hit him, he gets hit higher. I don't know if you hit him with like a jab or something, he gets air reset or ground reset. But definitely if you hit him with Aura's Close Strong, which launches on first hit, he gets hit higher than if he was hit fully grounded. And that additional highness results in new combos. Aura has unique juggles after parrying twin forward medium kick. Fun fact. I once had a guy unfollow because he was so because I didn't tell him what pad I used. They're not still in production, and there were never a lot of them. Billy Kane. This guy's a French player. He's quite good. I've seen him play before. I don't think he actually cared about my stream at all. I could write an Oro tutorial, but there's already one on the internet that's like really good, and I wouldn't be able to add that much to it that's not already in that really good tutorial. It's the one Jinrai did, the Man of Gold. That's the reason I've never done an Oro tutorial, despite like it being my theoretical, the thing I have the most knowledge about. Honestly, just watch my Oro match videos. It's like an Oro tutorial. Virtually everything I use is in those videos somewhere. Maybe I'll do like now that I'm up to 1,000 videos on YouTube, maybe I'll do like the Oro tutorial as a 1,000 video special. Oro doesn't have an SA2 OSTG. Wait, yes he does. I take it back. You referenced the thing that I temporarily forgot existed. Against Dudley, right? Off of air throw? You can do that with Super 3 as well. But it's not that, if you know that much, if you know that it exists, there's not much more to know about it. I actually did read Paddington Bear. Or I don't know about Reed. I don't remember how it was. I remember being exposed to it. My parents are both British. And I suppose by association I am British. But I was born and raised in America. Is that a fucking instant jump jab? No, it's universal overhead. That's not even the jab animation. I think that's like... I don't know if he has that as a jump punch animation. It looked really high for an instant overhead. That's the only thing. That's why I thought it wasn't one. If you want to start learning third strike, it's actually really easy. It's get GG no Fightcade, get Fightcade, get the game working on Fightcade, and play the people there. And watch these kinds of videos. Specifically, there's one uploader called The Shend. I'm watching a video from his thing right now. Literally just like go through his videos for the character that you want to play. Just like search his channel. And just copy the shit that fucking pro players of that character do. If you want training mode, you're going to have to get online edition for PS3 or 360. It's not very hard at all to get Fightcade set up. I have dual citizenship. I could go live in England if I really wanted to. Or Scotland or Wales, I suppose. What do Welsh people even do? I have no cultural stereotypes for them. Practicing execution is just training mode. And the only way to get training mode going is to either get online edition or get like anniversary edition, or you know, third strike on Dreamcast. Or you could, yeah, you can go into training mode with a MAME emulator. So what you do is you get Final Burn Alpha or MAME or something, and you get third strike, and then you get some cheats for it. And the cheats you want are infinite health player 2, infinite time, and infinite meter player 1. And if you have those cheats, then you've basically got training mode. And then you just like pick player 1 to be whatever character you want to practice, pick player 2 to be whatever dummy you want to play against, and the dummy does matter quite a lot on third strike. No way to record combos? What do you mean? Like record the opponent doing something to you? Yeah, you'd have to use online edition. Actually, I'm pretty sure you could record combos using Final Burn Alpha. I think there's a setting for that. Record second player inputs and then like playback. There must be a Welsh language. Isn't there like a quarter circle somewhere in Tekken? I feel like there is. There's some quarter circle command grabs, aren't there? Some characters have like little forward dashes off quarter circles. Like I'm pretty sure Li Xiaolan has like a little like quarter circle forward like duck in or something like that. Yeah, Nina has quarter circle. Nina's got a couple quarter circles, doesn't she? Doesn't she have some quarter circle like normals too? Nina, I think, has a quarter circle forward to like do a little duck in. I mean, obviously it's not anywhere close to how many there are, how fundamental it is in Street Fighter. Pretty sure Paul has some quarter circle forward and quarter circle back moves. the Mishimas have DPs, except with Kazuya you don't have to do a DP motion. You can just like tap forward and then go to down forward or something like that. But all the Mishimas have DPs. Yeah, giant swing's a half circle, right? Or it's like a KOF style motion, isn't it? I don't remember if it's like half circle back forward or it was just like half circle back. That's like a super traditional DP motion. That's not a weird DP. That's like the correct DP motion. It used to be impossible to do a DP without doing it like just like that. Remember in Cross Tekken when the neutral was required for Kazuya and Jin, and everyone was like, "What the fuck? I can't do DPs with a neutral. It's impossible." I found it really difficult in the beginning, but then I found out there were shortcuts. You still had to have the neutral, but like you could do shortcuts for the other parts of the motion.
Constamment l'agresser avant qu'elle ait sa barre de super, c'est ce que Nyaban a fait. Et Nyaban en plus de cela a eu un jeu très agressif et imprévisible et ça a payé. Allez, on encourage, là c'est la France. Allez, premier round, Nyaban contre Momochi. Allez, avec une erreur d'exécution, une erreur d'approbation. Nyaban malheureusement.
Momochi's gonna run this back 3-0, I guarantee it. Angry Momochi. Net towards hard kick feign. Let's kill. Doesn't Hwarang have like 4 different stances? And they're not even like stances like what's his name? I can't think of his name. Lei. They're not even stances like that. They're like just the actual way he's standing. I know that like he's like I know Hwarang has radically different execution depending on which foot he has forward. And different attacks will like leave different feet forward. And his tools like completely change or whatever. I remember wanting to like Hwarang a lot, and then he was really weird. And then I started playing Beck, and Beck was like kind of similar, but a lot simpler. Dizzy? Oh, it really did dizzy. I wasn't sure. I didn't know it was enough. Miguel is the character I played when I played Tekken 6. I could do his combos okay, they were pretty easy. That hurt. In terms of character design, I think Miguel is fucking amazing. I think Miguel is my favorite character in terms of design in all of Tekken. I like Shaheen a lot too, that new guy. I think both of those characters are just kind of badass. Miguel is literally the coolest character I can think of, though. Just his fucking demeanor is just so cool. He is so cool. You're a long-time follower Split and you've never seen like fucking pro level third strike. Makoto? Whoa, that was weird. That was a glitch. He like dashed through him. That can happen with Makoto's forward dash sometimes. Makoto tends to make matches fast, especially a well-played Makoto. Are the names wrong? What's going on? Or did they just change? My Miguel only used Savage Dance and Juggles. I never used it in like footsies. I think he had like a slam and Savage Dance off of like 2-2 or something like that. A ground bounce. A bound. What's up, Nova Force?
Mais c'est pas grave, il reste sur place, il reste stoïque, il veut limiter les déplacements de Yoon. Yoon qui bloque et qui nous fait un gainage. Yoon, oui, vous êtes géniaux. Allez, c'est parti. Avec le Yoon qui continue d'agresser avec ses lettres, qui essaie de mixer en haut, en bas. Et là, il a gratté tranquillement un peu de billet. Il aurait pu confirmer, mais c'est pas terminé. Deux joueurs avaient le même. Mais les réflexes japonais sont là, j'ai envie de vous dire. Et deuxième round, c'est pas terminé. Balle de match pour Yoon, mais Nyaban n'a pas tout montré. Il a essayé de caraxer, mais ce n'est pas passé.
Everyone I've ever heard talk about Virtua Fighter says it's an incredible game. I know their plight because I also play fighting games that I think are incredible that get a lot of shit. Or rather, get a complete lack of attention.
La punition à la française. Et malheureusement, Nyaban loupe le coche. Allez, c'est au tour de Mimosa de prendre la relève.
The sad truth is there are a lot of fighting games that are worth playing that won't get played.
Allez, on encourage Mimosa, on encourage le français. Young versus Yoon, à savoir que si Mimosa remporte ce match-là, il fait gagner son équipe.
Like, I love KOF 13. But it got much better treatment than most fighting games. And it still didn't do that well. I don't think MKX feels stiff. Maybe because I compare it in my head to MK9, which felt much stiffer. KF13's execution is actually not that hard. That's a big misconception a lot of people have. Apart from like Ash or Elizabeth or like Leona, most characters are quite easy. I would argue that the execution is easier than Street Fighter 4. I'm dead serious. When I say that, people think I'm nuts. But it's true. I drop combos more often in Street Fighter than I do in KOF. KOF's system is just fundamentally very against dropping. It's very easy to not drop combos. Of course, there's stuff like the ceiling is higher. Like EXE Ori. If you want to do EXE Ori's really good combos, it's fucking impossible. Gotta help you if you want to play EXE Ori. EXE Ori in general has hard execution. I can execute Takuma kill combos. I have like a video of me doing that on YouTube. I'll dig it up. Momochi is the best. Damn, both dive kicks didn't hit. Nice. I like practice Takuma's like full to death 2-bar combo. Dude, when you go dig into my really old videos, we might do that. We might have like a little stream where we just watch like the really, really early shit I did. That's true. My first ever YouTube video was a test video for Online Edition. Yeah, 1 HD plus, I think it was 2 bars for the combo I did. I don't know if he has a 1-bar kill combo. I don't know if there are any 1-bar kill combos besides Hua. Other fighting games. Play what's modern and popular. Go buy MKX. It's easy, it's modern, and it's popular.